Okay, this is 9.7, addition and subtraction with radicals. We're going to go ahead and go over the warm-up, so go ahead and do those. And then hit play on the video, check your answers. Okay, we're looking for finite. Finite means ends. I see real, I don't see an equal sign. Real, no equal sign means never ends. Rational, no equal sign means never ends, okay? Real equal sign, finite. Rational equal sign, finite. So, real, no equal sign, infinite. Rational, no equal sign, infinite. Natural, let's look at what it is. Remember, the monster always eats the bigger number. So this says natural where x is bigger than 1. Well, natural are counting numbers. How many counting numbers are bigger than 1? Infinite. So that can't be it. Integers between 0 and 10. Integers are not decimals. So integers between 0 and 10 is the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just listed them at a beginning and an ending. Okay. Now, we're going to look at number 2. We're going to multiply 11 times negative 5, and that gives me negative 55, correct? Now, we're going to use our calculator, because this is a big number. We're going to multiply 33 times 22. That equals 726. Now, that's a large number, so I'm going to check in my calculator just to see if that's a perfect square. Square root 726 equals, nope, 11 square root 6. So that means I'm going to have to factor it. Now, 726, 6 is even, so I know 2 will go into it. So in my calculator, I go 726 divided by 2, that equals 363, okay? So 2 will not go into 363 because 3 is not even. So I'm going to check my next prime number. 2 won't go into it. My next prime number is 3. So now I'm going to go divided by 3 in my calculator. Yep. 121. 3 times 121 is 363. Now, my prime number is 3. That's odd, so I'm just going to try 3. So I'm going to go 121 divided by 3 equals, nope, it gives me a fraction. So now I go 121, I check my next prime number. 4 is not prime, 5 is. I know 5 won't go because this doesn't end in 0 or 5. 6 is not prime, 7 is prime. So let's go 121 divided by 7 equals, nope, that's a fraction. So now I'm going to check my next prime number. 8's not prime, 9 isn't prime, 10 isn't prime. Let's check 11. 121 divided by 11 equals, yep, 11 works. So 11 times 11 is 121. 11s are prime, and there's 2 of them. So this right here, 726, is 2 times 3 times 11 times 11. So I can pull 111 out. Negative 55 times 11. 6 has to stay inside. So now I get my calculator and I go negative 55 times 11 equals, that's negative 605, square root of 6. That's my answer. Okay. Okay. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. 60 divided by 10, square root of 6. Now, 6 is not prime, so I'm going to factor it. 2 times 3. Do I have any pairs I can pull out? Nope, so it stays square root 6. So my answer is negative 5 times the square root of 6. Okay, today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting. You combine what is out with what is out. Keep what is inside the same. Now, let's do a quick little, see, this is where knowing how to add fractions really comes in handy. Let's do a quick little review of how to add fractions. 5/6 plus, let's do 3/7. How do I add fractions? Not straight across. What's that? Have to have a common denominator. Your bottom numbers have to be the same. Are my bottom numbers the same? So I have to convert it to get my bottom numbers the same. The easiest way to do that is to take the bottom number and multiply the other fraction, top and bottom, by the other bottom number. 35 over 42 plus 18 over 42. Now I can add just the tops. The bottom stays the same. You don't have to write this down. So that's going to be 53 over 42 would be my answer. And then I would reduce if I could. You can't reduce that. Okay, well, it's the same thing here. This is why if you understand basic math, algebra becomes easy. I cannot add these unless what's inside my square root is the same. Is the insides of my square root the same? No. Can I simplify the 12 to make it the same? Maybe. Let's try. 12 is 2 and 6, 2 and 3. The 2 can come out. What has to stay inside? The 3. What's inside here? The 3. So let's move these out of my way. So now I have 14 square root of 3 plus. My 3 is already on the outside. What's going to join my 3 on the outside? 1, 2 is going to join my 3. Square root. What stays inside? 3. So this becomes 14 square root of 3 plus 6 square root of 3. Now I add my outsides together. I keep my inside the same. 20 square root of 3 is my answer. This is not difficult, but you have not add and subtract.
Are we going to show our work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you put that into the calculator, it gave you the answer, didn't it? You can check your answer with the calculator, but I am going to have to see all this work here. I'm going to have to see your factoring. I'm going to have to see. You don't have to write out 3 times 2. You can just do that in your head. But I'm going to have to see this right here. I'm going to have to see this right here. And of course, I'm going to have to see your answer. All right, guys. Wow. I really don't know what more to tell you because it's pretty basic. Let's go ahead and do another one. 28 is inside my square root here. 7 is here. I have to try to make those the same. So I'm going to factor my 28. 2 and 14. 2 and 7. My 2's come out, so I get negative 3 square root of 7 plus 5 times 2 square root 7. Negative 3 square root 7 plus 10 square root 7. This is where we ran into a problem with the last group. What's negative 3 plus 10? It is 7. Very good. It's positive 7 square root 7. Remember, same signs, add the numbers. Different signs, subtract. Negative 3 plus 10, different signs, so I subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. Always keep sign a larger number. Yes? Okay, let's look at number 5. What number is outside of my square root here that's understood? A negative 1. Because of that negative sign. So write that in, please. Now, I need to try to make the square root of 45 5, so I'm going to factor it. 5 and 9, 3 and 3. I can pull out a pair of 3s. My 5's going to stay inside. Yep, I did it. Negative 8, square root of 5, minus 1 times, I'm pulling out my pair of 3s, they become 1, times the square root of 5. Negative 8, square root of 5, minus 3, square root of 5, negative 11, square root 5. When I factored the 45, these two 3's were able to move out of the square root. They show up right here as 1 3. And then I have to multiply anything that's out there already with what I just put out there. Then I have them. Okay, that is the lesson. If you have any questions, please feel free to come in and ask. Thanks. Have a great day. Okay.